Kristen Cavallari is also always talking about the fact that she goes for the younger man. She was dating a 24-year-old. That man, Mark Este.
Oh, wow.
Estes.
Very green banana.
Very green banana. I like this green banana. I've never heard green banana before.
Banana.
Not ripe enough.
It's not ripe.
No.
Yeah.
It's you go to Tesco and it's fresh off the boat.
It's there. Hard
fresh off the
avocado.
tree.
But I
Fresh off
prefer
the
green
tree.
banana.
Green banana.
Yeah.
So you've had a few green bananas.
Attempt.
Have you tried them, or you like they've tried and you're like no?
They've tried, but the problem is my banter.
It's not.
They don't get my jokes.
Oh.
And it's like, I can't do that. I'm talking about hyacinth bouquet and they're like, who?
Oh, goodbye.
Now, to be fair, like we are of a certain that happens to me.
A certain vintage.
What did I say the other day? And I was like in the office, and I was like, oh, I said some stupid song music reference.
No.
I said it earlier with you guys. I said Cascada, evacuate the dance floor.
What a
I was like,
banger.
get a grip, get out of my house.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
So on the
Banger.
topic of ripe bananas, let's start this hot take.
Let's do it, people. Okay, so welcome back to the Glow Home. This is our hot take with Hot Harton, where we are talking
Hello.
about. I mean, we're talking home and nice things.
No,
Let's talk about
we're
the
spilling the
dirty
tea.
shit.
We're talking about the D.
Yeah.
Talking about
let's go.
the D.
I'm ready for it.
Right. So dating in 2025. That's what we want to go into.
Are you dating in 2025?
No.
No?
So I recently read this thing and it says, in order to qualify to become a nun, you have to be celibate for 1 year. Unqualified.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm
I
really
can
surprised by that.
Well, are you surprised? Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's offers there, but I am spending far too much money in therapy for me to be going in every week to be like, remember your man? Yeah, well, I did this, da, da, da. So I'm like,
You're using your time and therapy money well.
she is like not going to be. So I'm actually not participating.
Can I ask? So is it intentional that you're currently like, I'm not dating right now?
Yeah.
Or is it like, okay, fine.
But it's not a closed off situation. I'm not actively seeking. So I hunt in the wild.
Yeah.
I'm like my
she's
cats.
a hunter-gatherer.
Because I hunt in the wild and men are shocked when you talk to them in real life because they're so stuck on their phones.
Yeah,
fair.
Okay.
So when they have someone interact with them, they're like, this fucking weirdo is talking
So
to
can
me.
I just ask, is your hunting in the wild like the
Literal.
inn? Like,
Dean.
yeah.
No, like obviously like I have hobbies. But all my hobby, I don't know where the men are at because I have a lot of hobbies. You know me.
Yeah.
Like,
You are
you're-
a gal about town.
You're keeping
You're always
bees,
going.
you're doing
the
all
problem
sorts.
is my
you're seeing the
hobbies-
puffins.
so my hobbies are old men hobbies. But them old men have sons.
Yeah. Where are the sons?
And also
don't know where they
sometimes those old
are.
men have money. Would you do an old man?
I always say 10 above, 10 below, but not so much 10 below. So like whatever your age
10
bracket
below,
is,
no.
stay within a generation because the younger kids aren't going to get my jokes.
Yeah.
My banter goes over the head.
Yeah.
I can't have that.
Not for,
No.
not for
And then
me.
the
You're a funny
older
bitch. You
ones.
wouldn't
You
want
are,
that to be
yeah.
wasted. Let's be
Could you
honest.
imagine?
So what?
No, I can't.
Throwing out
I can't
bangers
see
and
you
they're
with
like,
an
who?
old. I
No.
can see you with like.
I always say like within the like, yeah, maybe 5 above, 5 below.
Yeah,
like
that's what I
stay
was
within
gonna
your
say.
10-year bracket.
Yeah.
But wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Because I do think there is a defining moment. And obviously I found love, which is rare, which is lovely. I'm very lucky.
We love love.
But
love love.
should Paul sadly die tomorrow?
Oh no,
no.
I know exactly what's being traded in for.
So can I tell you, I probably would look at it a different way now.
Would you go older?
I would. So
Yeah.
I have had friends who have found older men of a riper age, let's say black
riper.
banana, like literally dead
No,
banana.
not black banana.
like dying banana.
A bit bruised. Bruised banana.
right?
They're the ripest.
They
Are the ripest. A lot of life
Easy
experience.
to digest.
Easy to digest. Swallow that thing whole.
Basically,
Won't
friends of
upset
mine,
your stomach.
friends of mine have found older men who basically, I'll be honest, I don't think they loved when they met them. They loved
No.
them because they enjoyed their company
The
because
lifestyle.
they had a lifestyle they could give them that they didn't
No,
have themselves.
I have my own lifestyle. You cannot compete with my peace. Like, no.
Fair.
Like,
But what I
you
will say-
She's a
cannot.
very centered dainty, this dainty.
but can I also
this is a
say-
new era,
She is.
new era dainty.
Therapy's work.
But can I
Yeah.
just say that I will say there is a part where some of them have fallen deeply in love with those people and are now living an outstanding lifestyle.
You mean to tell me
and
I could be living in the castle?
you could be living in the castle.
I suppose if the castle is big enough. So there is.
Huge castles.
So
Castles
I
are
have.
huge. West wing, east wing.
You've settled for love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
God.
have the card to play of marrying for money.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is my
yeah.
point.
Still have my cards.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, if I
Yeah.
was to deal the deck again,
You go first.
I got love and I'm very happy with it. And I would never change
I think
a thing of the
everybody
past.
needs
But if I had another
experience
roll of
a
the
love.
deck, would I pick money?
Yeah, you probably would.
Because
And so
you're
would I.
going to upset people, so you may as well cry in a castle.
Yeah, exactly.
My issue is
Still
I
have your gals be about town.
I like to own my land.
You're a I am my own.
You wanna
woman.
have
I
the-
am
what is
woman.
it called?
Hear me roar.
What's the thing where you own
Women
the land?
100 years ago could not
your
legally
house.
own their own land because they'd have to get married and they couldn't own
Ah, no.
businesses. And like it's only your mother, grandmother going back. It's not that far.
Yeah.
So I am very much, I have my own land and I have my own business.
You want the deeds
Alexa, play
I want the
Independent
deeds.
Woman.
in your name.
I want like, I don't want an engagement ring. I want acres.
Oh,
I want land.
she knows what she
Like,
wants.
see for Valentine's
And
Day,
also, as we
everyone
learned
is
in the
like,
last episode, ducks.
I want,
Yeah.
I want an apiary. I will work the land.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what I'll do with my land.
Apiary is the bees.
That's
is
a
it?
bee
Yeah.
farm, as you said.
farm.
Bee
It's
farm.
an apiary. You don't call it a bee farm, you call it an apiary.
So hold on. You currently have 2 bee hives
On an apiary.
on
In
an
your
apiary.
garden.
Not in my garden, no.
Oh, where are they?
They're in another garden.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stunning.
this
That's
is why I was
about-
confused.
2 miles away.
Okay.
Because to have, you can have you could have like a nuke, which is a baby hive in a garden outside. But what happens is that nuke will turn into a hive. It'll get too big. And then you have to, move, it to somewhere.
And that's disruption.
Yeah.
So like,
Are you proud of our garden?
Yeah, I love it. Because I
quite
was
good,
like,
isn't it?
I've seen your bits you were planting in the grass as well.
it's
yeah.
actually done well.
Can I actually talk about unsolicited grass pictures? Oh my God.
Unsolicited grass
I
pictures.
get, and could you grab my phone actually? It's just there. So I swear to God.
So I've heard of unsolicited dick pics.
I'm gonna-
but unsolicited grass pics.
I get men, so not so much now, but when I would come off Ireland AM after doing the garden segment, I'm going to find a guy.
You'll get men who send
Unsolicited
you
grass pictures.
grass
Oh, hang on.
pictures.
Yeah.
And is it just grass? Are there willies in the grass?
No, it's just.
Is there a dick shadow in the
No,
grass?
this is my grass. Right, hang on, I'm going to find it. There
Stop
he is.
it.
Right,
And
I'm
do
going to
they
click
think
into
this-
one that I know off the top of my head. Don't say his name,
Fine. No, we won't.
but like, and obviously I left it unseen because what am I to do with that?
So sorry.
So he
Okay,
sent me a
click
picture
into
of,
those pictures.
of his grass.
But it's just
Isn't it rotten grass as well?
terrible grass.
Like our grass.
Baldy.
Really?
No, your
No.
grass is much
No,
better
I
than
need to
mine.
come out and do a little.
grass.
Actually, you come
But
out and
is
do a
he
bit of
trying to
content
turn
there.
you on with this?
If a man can't look after his grass, he can't look after me.
This
Oh,
is-
you have heard it from
oh my
her.
God, guys.
Man.
And do you know what's an ick?
What's an ick?
Artificial grass. I had a fella. No, listen. I had a fella,
Signed, sealed,
right?
delivered.
I had a fella sent me again another picture.
Unsolicited grass pic.
No, it was like, look at my flower border. And I zoomed in 2 fingers.
Artificial grass.
And I says, is that artificial grass? And he says, oh yeah, but like it's just a patch of weeds.
Now,
otherwise.
can
And
I-
I was like, I'd
Can
rather
I
you have a
ask
patch
No,
of
you
weeds.
can't.
No, because
No,
she
you
might
can't.
side with
It's
you.
over.
She might side with you. Now, I really want to talk
Are
about
you going to go
dicks.
out and hoover your grass?
Yeah, I would. I am a psychopath. We've established that. This weekend, I am 100% undiagnosed ADHD. What
I know,
Mark
there was
went through
there was
this
something
weekend,
wrong with you this weekend.
I
There
need a
was.
prescription and I need to quit.
I feel like
anyway.
Can't medicate artificial grass though.
No. So my question is, right? I have a question, right?
Okay.
Out in that garden, it constantly gets bally. As in it gets so like
Have you birds picking it?
No.
So I actually think we
The
really
sun?
poor drainage.
I think the
under,
soil
it's
and
like-
the drainage
yeah,
is shit.
we
because
bad
either
soil, bad
side
drainage.
are
You could do
concrete.
like a sedum grass.
So my question is, we got that laid. So
Yeah.
the grass absolutely died, and then I got that. Now that's year 2, and there's still loads of patches. Is that
It's
because
much
of
better.
the drainage, or can I make that like really thick and healthy?
Yeah, to me, your grass doesn't look bad at all. And you
Okay.
can definitely, and also bearing in mind, we had extreme heat and extreme rain.
Okay. Okay. So,
So-
we're okay. So
Your grass is looking
so
grand.
my thing would
I
be
wouldn't make that artificial.
no. What I'd love to do is tile it all.
Oh no,
have
no, that's
lovely-
really bad. So,
Oh, God.
so paving. I know we're supposed to be talking about
Yeah,
Willies.
we will. We're going
But
to
I
talk
have
about
like
coming back to
yeah,
Willies
it's
in a minute.
public service
Yeah.
announcement. A lot of people pave their back gardens and their front gardens, but it's the worst thing you can do for biodiversity and drainage. There was a thing last year about flooding on roads because everyone is paving gardens and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously you can get drainage insert and whatever, but it's better to have a soggy patch of grass for
gonna soak
your little
up then,
patch
huh?
of the environment than it is
for
to
the
have,
bugs and everything. So
Yeah.
Angela and Fred last year, you'd be delighted. Now, Ange
Love it.
obviously adores you.
I love Angela.
I think she might have got
Yeah.
this from you. She grew a big, so she
Yes,
only.
a meadow patch.
Yeah, in the center
Yes.
of her thing,
Yeah.
being like, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on there?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "It's actually for biodiversity and
Yes.
actually the bugs."
And we
the
had
insects.
a guy do our hedging, and he does next doors, and he left a meadow patch in the middle of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about the biodiversity.
No, we've
Well,
loads of
there.
plants. So I
And
feel
I
like,
always think,
I'm doing my work for.
If you own, I always say, and it is like a metaphor for life, you can only look after your little patch of grass. So whatever that means for you, you can only look after your side of the street.
Okay.
You can only look after. So I'm always like, I cannot,
I
am
the
not
cat that's
Greta
got the
Thunberg.
cream.
but I can look after my little section. And if that
The world, yeah.
leads over, I've done a job, but I can only look after that.
So back
Mm-hmm.
to Dick.
Quick segue. Back
What
to penis.
are your green flags?
I've rarely come across them, which is why I'm single. Do you want to just go into the red flags?
Oh well, let's try
No,
one
let's
or two.
start with red flags because I think
Okay,
it's
fine.
easier.
Okay.
And then we'll move
Artificial grass.
to...
Okay.
Yeah, gone. Unsolicited grass pics.
I'm so surprised. at that.
Social media ick. So like on one hand, no social media to me means he's got side bitches or a main bitch and you're the side bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or I don't fully trust when they're like, oh, I have no social media, so red flag.
Okay.
Because everybody
Okay.
creeps on
Hiding
social media.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a
Creeper,
burner
creeper.
account.
He has a burner account.
He's a lurker.
Yeah,
They're
he's on that life.
lurkers dangerous.
He is.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's on Pornhub.
Oh, here's a big red flag. Send me a pic.
Send me a pic.
Send me a pic.
Sending to you, like send me a pic.
Asking for a pic. Send me a pic.
But why
Am I on OnlyFans? Give me €10 then. Revolut me.
Revolut me.
So
hit
wait,
that-
hold on.
hit
Where
that
would
account up.
where would this
50.
Revolut me.
where would this be happening that he's saying send me a pic that he hasn't already seen a
if they're
pic?
texting and like, oh, send me a pic. What are you doing? Send me a pic. It's like, no.
Oh, that's like show me your boobs, is it?
Yeah.
Just,
Show
yeah,
me
it will
your-
it will lead to that.
Yeah.
Send me a pic. It's like, oh, Revolut me then if you're going to be like that.
Oh my
Pay
God.
for my time.
Hey,
No.
yeah.
Blocked.
Log on, do a membership.
So
Get
like
on.
my WhatsApp jail is like huge.
Is it?
Yeah. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't say names though.
No, I won't say
What is-
names.
so where is the WhatsApp jail?
WhatsApp jail is the block list.
Is the block list?
Oh my God.
stunning.
Do you know what I do sometimes? This
What
is
do you
really
do?
toxic because I am in my like menace era.
Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes
Dennis the
I'll
Menace.
unblock an inmate,
Okay.
send them a middle finger emoji and block them straight away. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. I dysregulate their nervous system. And I will do this like 6 months later.
Really?
They've forgotten about me. I'm in the grave. I will haunt them. Wakey wakey.
And is this middle of the night,
Yeah.
middle of the day? When is this happening?
When the wind hits
When
me.
the wind
I
hits you
stare
and you're
away.
on a garlic ship from the night out.
I have to
Yeah.
say, a friend of ours recently, the Tattle Life thing came out, the news, and they had found a person who was trolling them on
And it
Tattle Life.
was a
and had-
boyfriend?
and had blocked them because they had multiple accounts trolling them online.
Okay.
So the day it came out, they unblocked them on WhatsApp, sent them the article, being like, FYI.
Sorry, I know who this is.
Said FYI,
Oh, wow.
I'll be in touch soon.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up emoji and blocked them again.
Done.
I gave a thumb up emoji not that long ago, and the person was like, that's such a cunt move. And I
It
just
is.
replied with a thumb up.
It's true.
I blocked them.
It's my secret fuck off.
Mark
Fuck you.
hates a thumbs up.
Oh no, if I
So
send you a
I-
thumbs up, you're dead.
You're
to me.
dead.
I was
Yeah.
giving thumbs up before I knew
It was
what
a
it
fuck
meant.
you.
Okay.
But you
okay.
knew.
And I had a good friend say, "Oh, you don't give the thumb
See,
up."
But you knew-
I
But I was
would
like-
have.
you knew
Yeah.
that what it meant really. When you were thumbs up, you were like,
Well, but I
It's
was
more
giving people
this.
thumbs up like, "Hey."
No, so would I.
Brand
Until I
saying,
found out.
"Oh, can we have that at 6 o'clock?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem."
No problem. See you later.
Not
Bye.
being like, "Fuck you."
screw your bitch.
Red flags,
So we have inmates done.
inmates,
Yeah. Fake
life
grass.
sentence, fake grass.
Send
No
pics.
social
Send a pic.
medias.
No social media. Oh, this is a really bad one. I was in the park last week and it was torrential raining, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm going to say is hypocrisy because I was also doing it. For some reason. So it was raining and I was in shorts. That's fine. But I had a raincoat on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was this man who was young flit and he also had shorts on.
Yeah.
And he had this big green raincoat on. And it just gave me the ick because I'm like, he was in shorts. And I was like, just get wet. But I was also in a raincoat because I was thinking of like my hair. So
Exactly.
a man in a raincoat
Now is he a homosexual?
In
gave me
shorts.
the ick last week. And I was like, that's really harsh. But why do you get the ick? This is what I'm thinking.
It's, do you know what? It's just when you know that person, I think you can feel an energy
You're like
from a
something.
thing being like, that's, I always think it comes down to like a person thinking more of themselves, as in like that man was protecting his appearance with
Yeah.
that
So,
So
raincoat.
like my thing with the artificial grass is
Back to the artificial grass.
I'm never getting
I can't let it
artificial grass.
go.
Yeah, fair.
he is out on a Sunday morning with his Dyson
Hoovering.
sucking the leaves off his artificial grass. And I, from a brand perspective, like I couldn't be associated with that. Someone would ask for my
were
stance on
actually-
that. Like
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
your partner was spotted with artificial grass
Was
hoovering it.
spotted by the paparazzi.
That's a Daily Mail article right there.
Apps, are you using them?
No, I think we should boycott them. Again, I hunt in the wild. So I think,
So this is it's the same because my brother
yeah,
is
I think they should be banned.
against apps.
Yeah.
He
If
really enjoys.
As well as winning the law, I also see myself in a powerful government position. If I was in a powerful government
not do
position, I'd
both?
ban them.
Ban them.
Because I could bankroll myself into
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
I would ban them. I think I compare dating apps to weight loss things of the 90s.
Okay,
I don't want
okay.
to say brands, but you know those weight loss things where
Yeah.
you show up once a week,
Yeah,
they weigh
yeah,
you,
yeah,
they give
yeah,
you a
yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
They're designed so that you will lose a little, gain confidence, but you always end up going back. They were
Yeah, yeah.
designed to not
To not be
long-term help you.
sustainable.
Yeah.
And dating apps are monetizing on people's most vulnerable thing, which is
Yeah.
love, to be loved. Humans are vulnerable. That's why everybody is talking to AI robots now because they're getting validation and shit. I think that we've come too far down the line. I'm all for free speech and all that, but I think someone should have stepped in with social media,
Yeah.
dating apps.
Yeah.
We are allowing these massive companies that are bankrolling our hospitals and our infrastructure in this country to ruin the mental health of generations.
Yeah.
I think it's so fast paced now as well. As in like,
Yeah.
it's become like a numbers game of like, the more you swipe, the more you see, the more, but also then it's like,
It's cheapened the human interaction. So
Yeah.
when I hunt in the wild, like I was driving
I
down here.
love
hang on, I
that you
gotta
keep
get my-
calling
my
this
Guinness.
hunting in the wild.
So the taxi man was bringing me down Phibs Street and there was is it a bows match?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's prime hunting location.
Yeah.
That's a safari.
That's where you're
for
going
me.
after this.
That's
in there.
sorry.
shooting ducks. Yeah.
And would you like in that situation, would you approach a man in the wild and be like,
Yeah,
hey, what's the
but
story?
this
They're
is my
probably
problem.
thrown off.
So I'm still working on it because I'm not healed, I'm healing.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I insult men as banter, as my opening line. So I once said to
Okay.
a guy, right? I was in the pub and he had a woolly jumper on, right? And I said, you are the image of Captain Birdseye. You look like a fisherman's friend in that jumper. You're not sweating. that was my way of saying, I think you're beautiful.
I know.
But
I love you, please marry me.
But I just tore his fragile ego to shreds. So
but
I'm
if he doesn't
working
have the
on
banter
just,
to respond, then he's probably not right
did
anyway.
look, he was in an Aaron jumper in a pub on St. Patrick's weekend.
Yeah, not
sweating.
No.
Yeah.
So
Now, to be fair, I do have to say, as you said that sentence, it was even a lot for me to take in.
It was very
in
fast.
a moment. It was a lot.
he did look like a Captain Birdseye. And he had like a navy blazer as well. He literally, all he was missing was
Was
the
he
hat.
Irish? Did he understand? Okay, so he would have got Captain's Birdseye.
So I'm working on just saying like, hello. Just leaving it at that.
Just that.
But then I'm like, I have to be, another thing I'm working on in therapy is being authentically yourself.
Yeah.
So
So why would, if you just said hello, it wouldn't be you?
it would be like,
No, but like if I meet you on a night out, I'm expecting you to slag us and have the banter straight away.
yeah, it's not even, it's just like,
Not slag, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Laugh.
yeah.
Laugh.
so I am, yeah, but I would talk to strangers. My actually bad habit is talking to strangers. I probably shouldn't talk to strangers, but men are absolutely petrified. They're like, what?
Women in
does she
control
want?
who know what they want.
What is there a checklist of things you want
Yeah.
or things that you would like in a human?
No, it's like a vibe, because the thing is with checklists, they keep you so restricted. So obviously like in my 20s and stuff, it was like, he has to have blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And he has to be
Artificial
this.
grass.
But I draw the line at artificial grass.
So
I can't
what if
get
he
over
was
that.
perfect and then he had artificial grass?
But then
you
he
just
wouldn't be
didn't know.
perfect if he
But
had
you didn't
artificial
know.
grass.
He hadn't
Like
met
he
you.
inherited it.
Yeah. Or he was just following a trend to be cool.
Not acceptable.
I feel like some men just go, oh, they've got
just-
artificial grass and
Just
won't do
get
that.
over it.
Just have
Stop trying to make
weeds.
artificial grass happen.
Can't get wet.
You're never coming back.
Can't go for that.
Yeah, for that. No, I don't have a specific checklist.
What's the vibe though?
And I don't see, the thing is, if you share your vibe, you'll attract bad actors.
Sorry. Okay.
So if I'm like,
Look at you.
'cause
You
I
were
have
like a gatekeeper.
oh yeah, because I have
beekeeper.
attracted bad actors, and you can tell when someone is saying what they think they want you to hear. So obviously they've stalked
I
your
get
social
you. I
media.
get you.
Or I don't tell people what I do either.
Yeah. What do you say?
I used to say I was an accountant, which is so far from the truth, because
you
it's such
imagine?
a boring job. Because I can say, oh, I connected my online banking to my Xero.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, well, then you're accountant.
Then you're an accountant.
And actually, you didn't do it that successfully.
No,
No.
I would rather go to jail
Yeah.
than fucking Xero. I'll say something like really boring and then ask you about like them. But then someone was like, oh, you should tell them off the bat because, you know, but I try not to tell people what I do.
But then you don't want it to be associated straight away because that's what they'll
And
do.
I would
But then
never share either.
like, so like, because I always think like,
See, people make assumptions as well.
I agree.
But even if you...
But then if you're not being truthful from the start, is that then a problem?
Well, it depends how... If it depends... I'm just going to sound a bit like... If you just see them as like a fling, maybe,
Yeah.
then
Good time.
yeah. But if you
guy.
see them as like a husband, but then I don't know. If I was to marry someone, it's definitely going to be friendship based.
Okay.
First.
Okay.
That's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Because even now, like my potential new husband is competing with not only like my peace, but my besties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
And your
they
bees.
Bees. Bzz.
sting me, bitch. They have to compete with those relationships as well. And also, I feel like there's so much weight around like, is someone dating someone?
Yeah.
And it takes away
Yeah.
from like their achievements, especially as a woman. It's like,
Yeah, it's so true.
it's like, oh, she did this. She's on her second book. But does she has a husband? Has she got kids? Has she got this? And it's like,
Oh,
she's like,
fuck off. Let
you
me
know,
be
I feel
myself.
like
on my
men get
own.
it as well, but not as much.
No.
Well, I think the whole thing for us is because like people have an expectation of like, oh, are you guys married? Do you have a house? And then are you going
having
to
kids?
have kids?
How are you doing?
And like, I think we all have to be so sensitive to everyone's situation in
Yeah.
the sense that
People can't have kids.
people might not be able to have
Yeah.
kids. They may not be in the financial position to have kids.
Yeah.
People like may have decided to go down a different journey or a different route.
don't want to get married.
Stop trying to like
And
put everyone
nowadays,
into
I
these
feel
boxes.
like we're the first generation that, like I said earlier about like your mother, grandmother, great
Yeah.
grandmother,
Yeah.
had to legally get married to have a bank account.
Yeah,
And
like
we're a
mad.
generation where it's like, you're marrying for love.
Yeah.
You're not marrying because he didn't pull out down an alleyway and the Catholic Church is coming for you.
So true.
Yeah.
So fucking
So
true.
it's like,
so many marriages
We're leading that
of
way.
like it had to happen. Like there was no other choice.
Because when the divorce came in, was it in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a massive like
87,
divorce
87.
thing. Yeah.
I think it was
Massive like, you know, thing with that. So it's like, sometimes it's almost harder to marry
Or
for
I
love.
think it
also
would be
hearing
so-
a lot more of men coming out now as gay in their later years because they were
I
conditioned to be.
would love a lavender marriage. If it was
Would
Handmaid's, if it was Handmaid's Tale,
Yeah.
and Gilead came in and women had to blah blah blah, and we moved back
Yeah.
100 years, I'm marrying a lavender marriage.
Homo. Let's go.
100%.
Give me and imagine the house.
best
be
time
stunning.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go off on weekends, do a separate thing.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Who are about? Great.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I'm glad that
Both
that
get
is.
dicked in
I'm
the farm,
glad that
happy
that's.
days.
Yeah.
But I
Get
also
the
think
ducks
like
in.
that's a great way, like with regards to like talking about this whole thing, because like I would hate for like it would be so stupid for us to say in the year of 2025, like what is the one thing that you want for yourself in this year is like to find love.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You have your own things, but what is the thing that you
I think
want
it's
for
about
yourself
being
this year?
comfortable.
I would love to experience. So I got rid of all my toxic links. Like they're all blocked.
Okay.
And a lot of it was like therapy.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not paying this amount of money every week to be.
Talking about that.
when I
Actually going
know.
over it
Yeah.
again. Yeah.
So I like had to, like there's men right now Googling how to stop crying because I block them. And
Good. Love
they
that for
fuck with
you.
me. They're uploading chats to ChatGPT going, where did I go wrong?
Do you think they actually are?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's yeah.
They're
And that's
broken.
the education that they need.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Robots need to sort their shit, not
Yeah.
mine. I've stopped giving free therapy to men.
Good work.
Leave it to the robots.
So what do you want for you this year?
I'm
the
just
world.
working on my own kind of piece.
And what happens,
I
happens.
don't think I'm not in a position to actively seek dating. No, especially online dating, because it's as well with
Yeah.
like our work and stuff. Texting and replying to people is such
like
especially when
part
you're
of the day
online
job.
and you're replying to
Yeah.
comments and stuff. It's not a vibe for me. I'm all about the real life.
Yeah. Okay.
So all of these text situationships, ego strokes,
yeah. Not
things,
for you.
no, noise, delete it all, block, send them to jail.
That takes though a lot of strength to do
It
that.
does, and you have to sit in your shit. So you have to.
So you can still send them a little. These
Yeah, you
efforts.
Is that what you do when you're drunk?
Oh, I'll do it sober.
Because like
Do it
I think
sober.
if I had a jail, I would do the other things. Like I think I would text if I was drunk, even though I know it's a bad situation. And do you know what I mean? I think I'd be bad
after
in
a
that
while,
way.
again, because you have
Yeah.
to tell your therapist on Wednesday, and she's going to say, "And why did we do that?"
Yeah.
And yeah, she makes you go deep. So if you don't want to go deep, just don't do
fine.
it.
Okay.
It's been a few weeks since I did a stunt like that.
Okay.
I kind of like it.
Like
still.
I'm
Stunts and
almost.
shenanigans.
What's that song by Fleetwood Mac? Silver Springs. She
don't know.
haunts.
Oh, yeah.
If I hear that song, it
yeah.
motivates me to haunt them. Don't wait until you're dead to haunt someone. You can do that while you're alive. You'll get the pleasure from doing
So
it.
I have a question. Worst date you've ever done?
Oh, I spat a chicken wing on a man before.
Sorry, what?
Intentionally or unintentionally?
No, it just came out. First of all, I had chicken wings on the date because I knew I wasn't.
You were
going
done.
To, yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. First of all, big lesson is for any of my girlies who are dating. Don't give a first offender, like don't give them your whole night.
Okay.
Do a video chat. Do a coffee. Do a walk somewhere. Don't give someone
Somewhere to
the
quick
whole
exit.
out.
Eve.
Somewhere to
The
quick
whole
exit.
You have to be
Yeah.
somewhere afterwards. You're busy.
Yeah, don't give them, a Friday night, a Saturday night.
Don't give them prime time.
Don't give them prime. Suss them out first.
Yeah.
Because you're wasting your kind of night. And then like that, if you're in your
It's
people
actually
pleasing
very
area,
clever.
it's time to get out. You feel bad getting out, then you're like, oh, I'm going to offend them. You have to make excuses. So
Yeah.
if it's a coffee and a thing,
It's grand.
but yeah, I had a chicken. First of all, I ordered chicken wings because I knew I wasn't interested, because who eats chicken wings on a first date?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like
I did, because I was like, fuck this.
like I'm done here.
And then whatever way I like coughed, it like, it was like,
Where'd you hit it?
Was it an
Where'd you
eaten
hit
chicken
him?
wing?
it was like half chewed.
Cool, great.
Like
Yeah,
the
good.
flesh and I was
Yeah.
sucking the bone and the flesh came out. And
Does he live in the jail now?
he wasn't
know.
saved. I never saved the digits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never made it to the
And
phone book.
This gave me the ick. He was still game after that.
No.
Oh.
You were like,
Who
babe.
spits a chicken
And
wing at
you-
someone and can get
You
hard?
Might
just
have turned
need
him on.
these out.
He at the time was an online dating thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very hard to hunt in the wild and convert.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So dating apps, obviously everyone has the same intention. However, dating apps, this is why I think they should be banned. Because straight men see dating apps, in my opinion, as cheap sex and unpaid prostitution. In my opinion.
Fair, 'cause
Show
that's
Yeah.
what
pic,
they're
dick
for.
pic, sex pic.
So
Let's
yeah,
go.
it leads straight away to that. Then you set a boundary. Then you get ones who do want to go on a date. You
Yeah.
do a bit of digging and they're in a relationship. The amount of straight men in relationships in the 30, 40 bracket.
There's been a few people
Yeah.
who have been caught on apps who are in relationships with
Yeah.
people who we know, and it's like
It's
soul
disgusting.
destroying.
Yeah.
Soul destroying.
And it puts
I also
you
just don't
off
like, how do you think you're going to get away with that?
in this day and age as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like, come on.
But then they're so narcissistic and gaslighty that they're like, oh, someone created that page. Like, men love to mind fuck you.
Mm.
So now I'm in my menace era, and you know what I do? I mind fuck them back.
I like that. Right. So we
Unblock a
what
bitch,
is-
send an emoji, block them again.
so what is
On
your,
a Monday morning as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Be savage.
Oh, God.
Be a savage.
That
Okay,
is
so
savage.
this is perfect way to finish our bonus.
Be a
What is
savage.
your one piece of advice to give people out there who are either dating, not dating, who are like single and are on a journey? What is your one piece of advice to them?
Just stop seeking.
Stop seeking.
Stop seeking. Masturbate.
Master. I thought you were
Power
going
of the
to say
masturbation.
become a master of masturbate.
Master of your craft.
Yeah.
Hone on your skills. Go acoustic. Or electric if you're into that.
Oh.
I mean,
Cordless.
I love it. Cordless. I mean,
Cordless.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Don't
Otherwise,
seek,
know how to change a fuse.
or you're going to blow the fuse. That's just going to
If you
happen.
go electric, don't blow a fuse. And if
It's
you do
better
blow a
off, like,
fuse,
just
at least
go-
you know how to change it. Yeah.
And be careful of the links you share.
Oh, God.
Honestly, stop seeking, because if you're in a place of seeking, you're open to manipulation, situation.
Yeah. Okay.
So if
Because
you're
you're looking for someone to fill that thing.
Yeah. So if you, first of all, don't fear the single life. So I am the thing that they tell you to be scared of, the single woman with cats. I
you?
now know why, because I'm fucking feral and I'm feral now. I'm unhinged.
You're your cat.
I'll
You're-
change
Yeah.
this fucking generation if I was put into power.
Yeah.
Dating apps should be banned. Boycott them. Men will have to start talking shit in real life.
Yeah.
Everyone has to start boycotting them. And there's single straight men who are also fed up. So I don't want to bash them. I want to bash the dirtbags.
Yeah.
The ones in relationships who
Show us
are
your
looking
tits.
for ego strokes. They want to feel seen. And that's the thing. You've got those guys who want an ego stroke. You've got girls who want a little boost. They need to. Also, if you were born in the 80s and the 90s, we grew up with so much toxic shit.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
grew up with Cinderella is going to be saved and kissed by a man. Thankfully, Disney has changed now.
Yeah.
I was watching a
I'm
thing with my niece,
impressed
and
with-
it's like
yeah.
she goes off and does her own thing.
Yeah.
But that takes a long time to work out of
Yeah.
your system.
Yeah.
So people are profiting off, and it's all industries, whether it's gardening, beauty, love. People are profiting off you not feeling good enough. And they hate a bitch that realizes her power because she's not buying into this
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
True.
So fill your cup up with hobbies. If your friends are all engaged and married and you feel left out, it's so easy to make friends nowadays. Go to meetups. Find a hobby that you like. Don't do a hobby to meet guys. Don't join a run club to meet dudes, because you're going to be doing 5K pissed off anyway.
Yeah. Do 5K because you want to do 5K.
Do something like
do something
you
actually
genuinely want to do.
Yeah.
If it's an art class, if it's fucking tennis, if it's whatever, do it to fill your cup, because you're going to be glowing when you're there. And if someone is there, unrelated
They're the
to whatever
real-
you're
they're
doing,
the people
it's
you want
more of a natural
attract.
attraction.
Yeah.
So don't come from a place of, I'm going to go here because there'll be men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go there
Even
because you want to go
pubs.
there anyway. And then hunt
Yeah.
in the
And then-
wild.
Hunt in the wild and then scare them. I feel like they need to have a little bit of fear.
Yeah. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
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 Scare them.
And
There's too
be
many
a
cocky
menace.
pricks.
Be a menace. Don't be like, don't people please for anybody.
Yeah.
Don't be like, if someone says something and you're like, oh, I'm going to let that slide because I really want to be chosen.
Yeah.
No, call it out. You're whatever.
I used to have a boss who used to say, good stuff comes from the messy bits.
Yeah, it does.
And she used to always be like, I'd be like, why are we going to this thing? Like, doesn't like fit into our week or what we're doing. And she'd be like, but who knows where it could lead? Who knows where it could lead? Who knows what this could be?
Be open to saying yes, but also make sure like your cup is full, because I hate that toxic wellness shit of like, say yes to everything.
Oh no, fuck that shit.
No.
Say no to the things you don't want to do.
We need to say no to more things.
Yeah.
We're too yesy.
Anyway, guys,
That was
has
like a
been
little
stunning.
therapy
I feel,
session.
Therapy
but a
is
really
now
fun,
funded.
but a fun therapy
60 euro,
session.
please.
€60, no
A
problem.
fun therapy
Do you
session.
take a Revolut?
I take Rev.
Yeah.
Do you want to see my too?
Yes, please. We're going to turn off the cameras now and we'll get to the good stuff. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on the Glow Home. Catherine, thank you so much for coming
Thanks
to
for
our
having me.
gorgeous
I'm now
studio.
officially a cool influencer.
Oh,
He's like,
Yeah,
"Let's
she's
do a
done a
podcast."
podcast.
Cool.
She's in. Guys, you can catch us next week where it'll be just myself and Paul talking about how much we probably either love or hate each
It'll
other,
depend
depending
on what's
on how the
happened
week's
in that
gone.
week.
You can find
Love
us
it.
at Spotify, YouTube. You can follow us on
5
the gram.
stars.
5
all the
stars
5
all the way.
stars. Put them everywhere. And it's been stunning.
We love you. Make sure you comment and like and all them things that Mark said.
Love you.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.